Hello everyone, Bridget with Altenew. I'm here to walk you through layering for the Craft Your Life project kit Literary Blooms. In this project kit, you will receive a 6x8 stamp set. You will also receive a stencil set, and this set contains 4 stencils, and these are simple coloring stencils. You will also receive a die set that will cut out the floral arrangement in the book and a couple of the words in the stamp set. Next, there's a 3D embossing folder, and I just wanted to show you that the stamp set lines up perfectly with the embossing folder, which means you can stamp and then emboss, or you can also use the coordinating stencils to color in the 3D embossed image you will get with the embossing folder. Let's go ahead and take a look at the layering guide that comes with your stamp set. On the back of the trifold, you will see coordinating products, as well as 2 full-size card examples. You will also see over on the right-hand side, there's additional inspiration to use with this set. Once we open the other flap, you'll see on the back all of the supplies and colors used to create the images shown. In the center, you'll see all the inks shown to create the 2 images that are colored. You'll also notice that these inks are within the stencil openings as you layer your stencils together. Now we'll begin coloring. We're going to begin on stencil 1, A1 with pink diamond. Once you're done with the blending, we will then move on to A2 on stencil 1. We'll be using Pinkalicious ink. We'll then move to A3 on stencil 1 with Rubelite ink. We'll move to stencil 1A4, and that will be with Razzleberry. And finally, we'll do the flower center A5 with Sunray. Now we'll stay on stencil 1 for B1, and we'll use Sunkissed. Next, we're going to move to stencil 2, B2, and we'll use the beautiful orange cream. Next, we'll stay on stencil 2 for B3 with Autumn Blaze. And we'll move to a B4 on stencil 2 with Fire Brick. And then for B5, we'll use Sunray, and that's on stencil 2. Now on stencil 2, we're going to use C1, and we're going to do that with Frayed Leaf. Now you notice I have the singular floral arrangement as well as the florals with the book. The reason is to show you here. If you're using just the floral arrangement up top, there's an additional step to color in the leaf, the C1.5. I'm going to fill that in with Frayed Leaf. But the rest of the arrangement would be filled in similarly to what we are doing. On stencil 3, C2, we're going to go ahead and use Forest Glades. And then on stencil 3, C3, we'll use Evergreen. And that will finish off all of our beautiful leaves. Next, we're going to go to D1 on stencil number 3. And we're doing that with Rocky Shore. And that's giving us the top pages of our beautiful book. Next, we're going to move to stencil number 4. That'll be D2, and we'll be using Mocha for that. This is going to give us the depth and dimension in the pages of our book. Now we're going to move to D3, and that's going to be on stencil 4, and that's going to be with Espresso. This is really going to add that depth and definition to the pages of our book. Now we'll move to D4, and that's on stencil 4 with Dusk. This is going to be our actual book cover. So make sure to choose your favorite color for your beautiful book. And then we're going to do the binding, and we'll finish with D5 with Desert Night. And that's going to be on stencil number 4. Go ahead and finish that. Now we're going to move to our book. So that's on stencil 4. We'll begin with E1, and we're going to do that with the Rocky Shore ink. I'm being careful to make sure my flower is covered and I'm not going off the stencil. You could also use some satin masking tape to help you with that. And now we're going to move to E2 on stencil 3 with Rubelite ink for our adorable little flower. Next, on stencil 4, we'll do E3 with Espresso. And finally, on stencil 4, E4, we're going to fill that in with Mocha. And there are the completed images. Here is some inspiration from our fabulous designers. To find out more about Craft Your Life Project Kit Literary Blooms and other available products, please visit us at altenew.com.